Hi there, welcome. My name is Laura J. Swan. I'm a women's transformational coach and a leadership mentor. And in the past couple of weeks, I have been talking about embodying your inner queen and reclaiming and owning your power, your confidence, and what does it mean to really embody that archetype of the queen. So the last couple of videos I made, one was getting clear on what you need to really feel at your best. Second video I made was then once you're clear on that, asking for it, right? Being bold enough to have courageous queen conversations and ask for what you need. So asking and having the courage and confidence to use your voice, and it takes courage, right? So that's what my last video was about. But now, once you've asked for what you need and you've developed the courage and the confidence, what if you actually start receiving it? Now here's another issue that happens oftentimes for us as women, is that when we're actually receiving good and nourishment and love and the things that we desire, we can sometimes block them. Not on purpose always, not consciously, but perhaps just out of patterning or not being used to really having what we desire. We can block the good from coming into our life, either from feeling like we don't deserve it, it's too good to be true, when's the other shoe going to drop? You know, one thing I learned in studying and listening to Brené Brown's work is that the feeling of joy, like when we're actually receiving and feeling joy, is actually just as vulnerable as the more challenging emotions like pain or trauma. Because when we experience joy, the first thing that we think about is, when is this going to be taken away? When could this possibly go wrong? When we experience joy, it's such a vulnerable feeling because it can make us feel afraid that it's going to be taken away, right? In the very same moment. So sometimes we block it. We block the joy. We block the feeling of ecstasy or receiving what we actually desire because it's so vulnerable. It comes along with, well, maybe it's not going to last. Maybe it's too good to be true. So I invite you to think like a queen and to start to challenge some of those assumptions about the things that are coming to you, that you're receiving, that assumption that it's going to be taken away or it's too good to be true. And also to perhaps look a little deeper into your own beliefs about whether or not you really deserve it, right? A queen knows that she is worthy of love, of delights, of pleasure, of joy, of feeling refreshed, of feeling good, of having her needs met. This is a mindset shift that we have to work on because it's so deeply ingrained in our culture as women to believe the opposite. And so I've been inviting you over the past few videos to start to think like a queen. I know it's not easy. I know sometimes it requires shifting years and years of conditioning or perhaps programming from our families or parents or culture to actually think like a queen and to consider yourself worthy. No matter what mistakes you have made or what challenges you've been through or what kind of a crazy past you have had, you are still a queen, and you deserve to be treated royally. You deserve to receive. So thinking like a queen challenges those assumptions. It challenges the belief systems that we hold inside, and it invites you into a healing process around really allowing yourself to receive good, to receive joy, and notice the ways that you perhaps block or deflect this good coming into your life when it's right there. It can be so much easier to grab onto the negative things that we believe about ourselves and the negative criticism that comes from the outside world. It can be a lot more natural, right? Feel more natural to let that in and to let that stick when that happens. But the things that come to us when we actually start receiving what we asked for, what we desired, what we've been manifesting, we have to be conscious of allowing ourselves to receive it and let it in. It's a very important part of thinking like a queen. Allow yourself to receive and take in the good consciously, with effort, with work at first, and then it becomes much more natural. So thank you so much for being here with me as we learn about how to think like a queen. Next week is my final video in this series about embodying your queen and thinking like a queen. And it's been great to have you with us. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.